Sexual Elements said, "Welcome back everyone to EE, also known as E6E. Today we have become just a tad overpowered and we're going to work on some magic stuffs and shown you what we've done. How are you today, Mr. God?"
I am very well, thank you. What about you? Welcome back. So we've made some improvements here and there. I don't think we had time in a bottle last episode. Maybe we did. We made time in a bottle, if not. Spent a little bit of time doing stuff, building up some time. We went and, or should I say, I went to the Nether and set up a smeltery to collect blazing blood from the blazes under a blaze spawner. We've got a rudimentary mixer set up and a crafter set up. I had to make that sodding great windmill to be able to power this, because this isn't enough to be able to power the crafting, which we will need eventually. What else did we do? We had to add our second energy cell because we were running out of power constantly. Replanted our farm because half of the stuff we just don't use anymore. She's beefed up all of the bees and gone bee crazy. Crazier. What else have we done? I don't know how I did this. We've got a we're collecting latex. We've got a pretty big storage cell, fluid cell here, and an extra tank. The top tank is just so we can like move it between. That then goes into the fluid encapsulator with sulfur, which we're running low on sulfur. That turns into dry rubber, which we can turn into pure rubber. We've got a lot of stuff in the smelting thing. We've got 2 full sets of the raw armor, which I did everything, all of it. I'll get my sword back. It's stolen my sword. It looks enchanted, but it's only enchanted with mending at the minute, and we're working on getting a full set of it. He's also trying to make us the magic armor. I actually made a partial set of the R's level 2 magic armor. She found the takeoff book, which allows us to fly, which I shall demonstrate. Double jump. Essentially lets you glide around like an elytra, but you can just keep doing it. And because I've got like so much mana regen, you can pretty much do it constantly. You can just fly everywhere now. We have flight. I have some full damage boots, so I don't take any full damage. Changed my trinket out to setting people on fire that attack me, purely because of her. She's always hitting me. What else we do? We've done all sorts of weird things. We've mainly scouted some terrain out, cleared some stuff. Nothing brutal, honestly. Our box is now full. Why is this full? Oh, I found a use for backpacks. We're now using backpacks to store excess books and various other stuff. Yeah, she's made an AFK mob spawner. Well, it's not really AFK. You still have to go there and hit stuff, but she's made a nice mob farm. But she did not realise that you can actually steal spawners using the mechanism cardboard box item, which is quite literally wood in a pulverizer to make sawdust and then sawdust into the box. It's that easy. I'm surprised it's not been changed recipe-wise. You're going to look like it. A nice like up and down thing going on. Yeah, I made like a, it's not really a village home, it's like it's a trader emporium, we'll call it. Yeah, I mean, eventually I would like to move it to the main base, but until we've got a big wall around our area and we make a special building for them, I'd rather not. Pretty much no reason to. They do what we need to do right here. The whole point of the way that I've got this kind of set up is using a piggy backpack. You can pick them up, and what you do is just look at the trades and go, oh, so you've got a curse of foolishness, we don't want you, so let's pick up the lectern. He'll turn back to normal, throw the lectern back down again, and he'll turn into something potentially useful. And you have to kind of do that. Once you've found one that you want, you do a single trade and then move them over here, and they will then give you things. I mean, that unbreaking book doesn't seem that useful because it's only level 2, but you can merge books to make higher levels. So yeah, that's if you can find one, yeah. But I mean, it's a a case of you might never find one. Mana boost, 4. You can put 2 of them together and make a mana boost 5. So yeah, I was cycling enchants for quite a long time last night, probably a good hour, 2 hours, if not longer. And I came across some nice ones, but nothing that was too groundbreaking. I do have a trinket helmet on that actually decreases trading prices for villagers, so you can save some emeralds. I just got an Insight 4 book. Oh, sorry, Insight 5, which is the experience one I was talking to you about. Let's do a trade with him, and so he doesn't change. I'll put him in. We've also got a Fletcher here, which can trade sticks for emeralds. It takes a little while. You can also do flint for emeralds. I have something I haven't said. I made myself a pickaxe by Tinkers, and I made this by it's a manually and pickaxe head, cobalt tool rod, and a chain tool binding. The reason for the chain is it increases the reinforced level by 1. You can only normally put 5 levels on. I've got level 6 because of this. Tina's killing herself. Two phantoms here that are like kind of coming. Come on, come down so I can kill you. Yep. Yes, so undergarden, I think. A plant. It's a plant. Even I mean it's just a plant that grows on soil. Look at the trader. There's something called a bulb vine seed, but that's from Better End Forge. That's the same thing. Yeah. So we've pretty much catch up. The only thing that we're kind of locked behind right now is we're locked behind quite a lot of the other mods. So, for example, under the Gates chapter, we've started Britannia, but we can't make a runic altar until we have a luminous crafting table. So I need to make that. There's also we have to get into Enigmatica and Industrial Foregoing. All those kind of things to be able to get anywhere. I thought, by the way, I don't know if you know this, Tina, but I thought that we had AE2 in this pack as well. We don't. It's only refined storage. But under the quest, the left one looks very similar, and it's the automation category. It looks very similar to the thing, but yeah, to make a disk drive, you need elite control circuits and neural processors and logic units from Immersive. So you have to get into Immersive using the workbench, and to get into Immersive, you have to make a alloy kiln. So my objective is to make the kilns that we need, and get a luminous crafting table. If I can get that done, then we can do some stuff off camera, because at the minute we're kind of gated by them. We try and like to record as much of the unlocking of stuff as possible, even though she wants to just do it and say fuck you guys. But I'm on your side, guys. I'm on your side. Are you doing the mixer thing? Where are you? I shall go hopefully harass a astral temple. I need to find where the nearest one is. Needs to be the big temple. There's one there. Is there one closer than that? Oh, there's one northeast. You can tell, by the way, that I had to reinstall the game some time ago, and I had to ask Tina to give me her map download, like the so when I look at journey map, what I can see. You can tell this is hers because there's a place that's seemingly in the middle of nowhere that's called Spooky Thing. I'm about to fly over it in a second, so we'll see how spooky this spooky thing is. It's not really spooky, but if you want to see spooky, you should see Tina without any makeup. Well, that's frightening. The fact there's no denial whatsoever. Get rid of all this water. Who needs water in their life? Spider-Man up this wall. There's trinket. Oh, you mother. It's gonna be one of them. It's got like 4 sources in like in a square, so it's like feeding off itself. I'm gonna have to block it. Oh, I love it. Okay, fine. Getting deleted. You happy? Yeah, a lot. So there's a load of completely vine named before. I did a Tina. Fine. It actually looks better like this. Nothing. I had to rip up part of this ceiling to be able to so the astral temple, to do the crafting recipe, you actually have to let the crystal that's underneath access sunlight. The only way to do that is obviously to rip the temple down. So they've actually designed these temples with the fact that you have to rip some of it down, otherwise you physically can't. Do it. So what you do is you put the Godforge block underneath it, and the sunlight should turn it into something we need. And this is where I'm going to go into the settings, or go into the thing and find out that I needed to do something different. I get a large reference frequently in the cold. Crystal must be exposed to the sky, so it will link automatically to a Vinner Star crafting table, otherwise require a linking tool to connect to any. Wait, do I need a crafting table for this? Not what it says. How do I make it go down? You throw the ingredients in it. It should detect it automatically. Let me fix, because in a break. You think it would be? Does it say that it's not fast enough? Oh, it does, yeah. So, Interesting. No, I don't need the goggles. I've got goggles. I'm going to be honest. I'm trying to think how to do that, because this is turning at a specific speed. It's turning at 128. What's this turning at here? 64. Does that make it faster? Nope. No, no. You don't have to do that. And there's a way that you do the cogs that it speeds them up, but for the life of me, I can't remember because it doesn't tell you when you're looking at it. It doesn't tell you. I'm just looking now. Too fast. Need more cogs. And then. I'm gonna be honest. I've never been amazing at create. Still rotating at the same speed. Almost these are all at like 128. I don't. So that's rotating at 16. That's rotating at 8. So that is going faster then. So that the big cog is rotating at 8. So do we need to do some weird shit? Also, it's not rotating enough speed. It needs to be 64. I'll look it up. Hang on. So you have to put the input from the rotation that has a big cog, then diagonally you put a small one. Oh, so that the shaft extends to the small cog shaft, and put another small diagonal. Big one, then small one diagonally, then put a big one connected to the shaft of the smaller one and repeat. There you go, it's running faster. That's a bit of a mess, but it works. Don't know why, but it does. I understand the premise, kind of, but yeah. Um. Well, okay. So the question is, do the enchants and stuff carry over to the higher tier version? Because if they do, there's no point in going crazy with them. Well, that's what I mean. Like, if the enchants don't carry over between the two, um, so bossy. Yeah, you have the same magnet ring, like, but I'm guessing if there's some mechanic that if you throw it, it doesn't immediately just like give it you back. I am slightly concerned. Why isn't this working? Um, See, on the thing to craft a luminous crafting table, it says you have to Starlight Infusion. You have to do that on a Godforged block. Now, I have Godforged block in front of me, and it says creates Godforged block into luminous crafting table. Easy. The problem is it don't seem to be working. According to the wiki thing, it says locate a large temple found frequently in the cold or mountainous biome. Find a way inside. Be careful not to disturb the crystal stone that will be needed to progress. Crystal must be exposed to the sky to function. It will link automatically to a vanilla crafting table, but will otherwise require a linking tool to connect to any other block. There may be these may be located far from home. So unless I need a linking tool. Maybe I need a linking tool. Okay, so a linking tool isn't. Don't change it from night time, by the way. Need it for night. Need one of them. Yes, change it to night. That's what I just said. She does this little thing where she ignores what I say and tries to do the opposite. What she didn't realize is that what I actually said was I want it at night time. So she's because Tina's stupid. I'm pretty sure I'd have enough time. Oh my god, why aren't you do something? You okay. It's not doing the things I want. Can you change it to dark? I think I need annoyingly. Do we have the Eidolon crafting table? Can we make the Eidolon crafting table? Oh, I can't spell Eidolon. They say that you need. It says you need an Eidolon crafting table with the red linen on top of it. But there isn't one. That thing. So the default recipe is just a crafting table. Since it's basically the first thing you do, can't have until the mod auto connects world gen. So you need that crafting table with a red top made From linen, don't know the exact name. Oh, they said you need to... The way I was doing it, they say is right, but it didn't work. Maybe the block was one block too high? Man, I can't get this to work. It's shining like it should be. No block location stored. Is this even the right linking tool? I'm debating. It's not. It's not even the right linking tool. You need a crystal. I'm not enjoying this. No, not nice. Everything bad. Please help me. Have we found a crystal? No. Oh, fuck. Nice. I'm in a pit of despair. Like that. Some swords. I've now got to go on a fucking journey to find rock crystals. Because Yeah. I'm not going to say it, but you know the word that's going to be said. Yeah. Right, resonating one. So supposedly, I fly around. Ah. That's lava. That's lava. Wait, I can climb. Why can't I climb? If I haven't got it on yet. Well, because I thought you were making the magic arm. Yeah, I'm legit dying. Oh, for the love of God. Stop it. I think you want to come with me. Just trying to find rock crystals. God damn it. Right. It said it was here. And do you know what's not here? There's one. I found one. It's literally in the middle of the freaking lava. It was way too much work for what that was. Some of this crap now. What book do you want? too. I don't know if you know, by the way, tools chest. There's a pickup upgrade in this chest for your backpack that to automatically put stuff in your backpack. You can also set it to only allow inventory. So there's an option on it to say match backpack contents, or you can do like an allow or disallow. So it's really good for mining because you can just put like one of each thing in there and just go blitz. Now I've got that. I need 2 brass rods. Oh,
Flexual Elements said, "Rip, gotta restart."
nice. I'm going to carry on. Thinking. As anybody can see that's watching this, this mod has its problems because to be able to craft the thing, you actually have to make a linking tool, which you need rock crystals for, which you need a resonator 1 for, and that's not on the list of what you got to do first. It's oh, don't crash. There we go. So I had to get rock crystals and a resonating 1, which is the second item on the list to do. But I have to get that before I can do the actual craft for this, which is just damn right stupid. So now I've got that. I should be able to do that and that. And look at that. We've got a flipping yes. We've now got that. So we can't progress any farther on that. We'll pick that up. Doesn't look like it.
Flexual Elements said, "Load MF."
I mean, you think
Stop
you got
freezing
problems?
data.
You think you got problems? Because for everybody else, I've had massive issues with my game just not wanting to run right. I've run a dozen different Minecraft packs, more complicated, more RAM required than this one, and I've run another Enigmatica version. I think I ran 9 and had like basically no problems. The reason we chose 6 is because the expert line is just better on this pack than it is on the latest. Enigmatica 2 is another one that's strongly recommended, but there's like a special version that we'd have to do. But I've been having random stutters and like the game just doesn't like it, and then I had recording problems because I don't normally record. Tina gave me a load of bad advice. You know, normal stuff. Hopefully, this thing should start getting starlight. If it doesn't, we're in trouble. It is. Ah. Great. So we're getting starlight now. I can't remember why we were doing that. We did it for a reason. I can't remember why. So that's
Flex
that one.
your elements said. Because yes.
Yes, because yes. So like to make a light well, you need Rune of Winter, which Rune of Winter is only made by a runic altar. Maybe that was the runic altar we were after, wasn't it? Two infused sun metal. Didn't we have that? I swear I made some of that. I did. I'm a fucking genius. Wait, for what? Blood runes. We have a blank rune somewhere, because I got one earlier. Living wood is in the chests out by the Britannia setup. Just don't take it all. Need some of it. Such a brat. Stop being a brat. Just because of that, I'm going to tell them the story of how you nearly broke your computer. So, and I do respect. I know someone's going to say something, so I will say it in advance. I do take partial responsibility. Now, to be fair, my partial responsibility is nothing to do with what actually happened. There's a different reason for my responsibility involved. So I suggested that she upgrade her computer's RAM because we're playing Minecraft packs, we're recording other games that she plays does use a lot of RAM, and so she likes to have multiple games up and running at once, which is fine. Her computer's more than perfectly capable of doing it, graphics card is, but she only uses 16 gigs of RAM. And in this modern day, 16 gigs is not enough. Even, I ran 16 gigs for literally 8 years, and it was okay. But Minecraft was always a struggle because you wanted to put like 8-9 gig into it, and running 16 gigs on Windows, you start encountering bottlenecks. Like your Windows system uses like half that on its own. You got Discord up, you got all the different stuff. Anyway, long story short, she installed the RAM. I made sure that she was aware how to do it properly because I'm a techie nerd. She convinced me that she actually knew what she was doing because she built the computer herself. Turns out she didn't build it at all. She paid for it, and between her brother and another guy on the internet, basically built it. So she lied. She installed the RAM. If she did it to what I described, I don't believe she did. When you install RAM in a computer, you have to be a little bit careful of static electricity and various stuff. I think she did that perfectly fine. When you put the RAM in, you have to. It takes a lot more effort than you would think. You have to push a lot harder on the RAM to get it to actually connect in properly. Because it's little contacts, it has to be a tight fit. So, yeah, long story short, when she was doing this, she nudged the computer's main power connector. It's a 24-pin power connector for those that are not familiar. It provides power to most of the motherboard, which runs your computer. She nudged it. Nobody realized. I'm not there. I live thousands of miles away. After she panicked because her display stopped working, she had no visuals, anything. She called her brother in. Her brother had a look at it. He's not. I don't want to say he's not the best because he was actually decent for what he did, but he's no me. He didn't understand some of the reasons behind stuff. Oh, did he? He didn't tell me that. Yeah, there is a tiny gap. And long story short, what happened is she pulled the 24-pin power connector out slightly. That sends power. That power connector has to send power to the motherboard, which in turn goes to the PCI Express slot, which has a graphics card. The RAM also was not fitted in correctly either. It was still not pushed in enough. So a combination of those two. Now, the new RAM, which is what was installed originally, I found out that although she's got a newer computer than me, although she's got a better CPU and graphics card than me, the RAM that she's got is worse. It's the same RAM. It's the same type of RAM that fits my computer, and my computer is 8 years old. CPU is like running on 8 years old. It's the same RAM that I use. So I told her to get the same speed that I have, or slightly less. It was perfectly fine. Turns out the motherboard that she has in her computer must be some of the most bargain basement crap that you can get, because most motherboards have 4 RAM slots. Hers only has 2, which means it's more of a budget board anyway. It only supports, and her CPU, I found out, and this is a limit of AMD, her CPU, which is an AMD Ryzen, is limited in RAM speed by quite a significant amount. Compared to my system, it's very limited. Now, what would happen if you put the higher speed RAM in her system? Nothing really, really bad. It's not going to destroy anything. The worst that would happen is it would cause some instability, which means that the computer would crash and it would have random blue screens. But it's not going to damage the system. It would not kill anything. It would not destroy anything. I'm sure there's going to be some wannabe warrior that will say that it will. It won't. My RAM itself runs a little bit higher than what mine supported, and it doesn't affect me at all. There's a specific setting in your motherboard called XMP that's designed to do this. Long story short, but anyway, so after all of that, it was decided that it's not worth putting the new RAM in, because it isn't technically the right one. It was way over the top compared to what she had. She was running, obviously the higher the number the better. She was running 2133, the 2133. The max supported of her motherboard is 2666. I got her to get 3200, I think it was, or 3600, so it's quite a step up. It's a big gap. Chance of instability is higher, so it's worth her sending it back. Although now she can't remember what fucking account she bought it from, because apparently she has like 20 fucking Newegg accounts, like paranoid kind of thing, and emails. Yeah, well, yeah, but you wouldn't have an email. Like, there must be an account associated with that email, right? Like, you can't have 20 Newegg accounts. You must have 2 or 3 actual logins. And again, because she's paranoid as shit, she apparently doesn't have any kind of like history or anything to go back and look. Like most people have like a history thing going on so they can see what they ordered or whatever. She apparently can't do that because, yeah. So it is probably like 5% my fault and like 95% her fault. Fun little story for you. So you can feel free to mock her in the chat. Oh, it is an hour. I didn't even realise. Didn't realise the time had gone so fast. Jesus, isn't it? Could you do me a favour and turn it back tonight? I would like to get before we end. I'd like to get 2 things done. I'm hoping it won't take long for them to start either. This in there, this in there. I don't want Mark 3, was that? Can do that. This isn't crafting and this is not giving me much hope. No, not. You want to come and have a look at this? It's not working, but you want to have a look at it. On the roof. This is a luminous crafting table for Astral. If you right click it and look at it, it's got like a bar. That bar fills up. Yeah, well, this is the thing: is that bar doesn't have to be 100%. So the bar is indicative of it's not a crafting time thing; it's how much starlight is available. So the later we get, the more starlight is available. At some point, it will stop. Looks like it kind of has stopped. It's not crafting, and that's kind of making me worried because this is the runic altar. The belt item we have is the correct item, but its durability is not maxed out. I wonder if that makes a difference. The problem is I don't know how to make one. It doesn't. There's no way to see how to make one. You can make a blank one. Right click what? Well, you can make the empty one with infused sun metal, but it doesn't say how to charge it. Maybe. How do you charge it? Do you maybe you put it in the altar. Maybe you put it in the altar. Big brain. You do. Put it in the altar. You're a genius. I regret saying that already. Oh my beauty. Craft. Craft. Yeah. No, give it back. A fucking magnet was like taking it for a walk through the ceiling. This is good. That's also how you make like the augmented capacity runes and stuff, by the way. There's like 23 crafting recipes for this thing. All the runes and stuff is how we make it. The problem is we need a spreader now. So a mana spreader. It's also made like the same way. I wonder. I was going to make the alloy kiln. Turns out we can't make that until I've 5x'd our sequential assembly thing for create. So I'm going to have to make that off cam. And probably make the bricks off cam because that would take a while, I'd imagine. Right, I need crystal. Oh god, this is a whole process as well. So to make crystal glass, you need to put white corundum clusters from quartz, ghostly glass, and strange sand, and that's bottled ghosts from nature's right clocking a bottle, cooking the air, and then never. So Have you got like a moment to go and turn on your cooking thing and go and get me some glass? Save me having to cook it. Have you? What? Where? Spooky, spooky, scary skeletons. Oh, so you have some up there as well. What the hell is white corundum clusters from quark? Oh man, so we need to. I don't know what that means. Yeah. We need a lot. Oh, we've got some white corundum. Please tell me I can turn this into crystals somehow. It won't. Son of a bitch. Right, I pretty much can't do anything until this stuff is. I've either grown this or found this. The stuff I've got now has to be grown. We luckily had a few of these, so I'm going to have to put this down. It says deep underground. Deep underground while emits particles while growing. Unless, like, maybe I can tick accelerate it? I'm going to have to put these crystals down, and then I'm going to have to hopefully that they grow and get clusters. Tick acceleration. Did in fact grow. That's enough. We've got strange sound. You know? That's fine. My chair has just had a structural failure as well. crystal glass. Do we have a spark from the canyon? I don't know if that's going to work. It's a different spark than what's on there. We'll give it a go. If I can get mana, if I can literally get mana spreader, that means we can generate our own mana. It says spark. I've got a feeling it ain't gonna work. Sun infused. Can you turn it light for me? Yep, yep. I don't know if I told you. I actually ripped down another couple of those cobblestone towers in the distance earlier. The answer is no. That spark is not the right spark. Yeah, no, it's all good. That means I've got to do that. Grey flowers, blaze quartz, and the boo drops. The boo drops. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Park, park. Give me spread up. Woo. We now have a mana spreader. With that, I'm surprised that that's just opened up. With that, that's now given us access to the runic altar, and it gives us access to the botanical brewery. So we could literally make a necklace that gives us permanent night vision, or whatever, pretty much any potion effect. Now make ender flames. We'll be able to make a terrestrial algorithm plate as well, probably. Oh, it's a little bit higher than what we need. You'll love this. There's a flower, by the way. I've got a flower right here. It consumes food. It sounds like you. Like produce manners. It just gobbles up all food. Makes sense. So I've got runes of sacrifice and displacement runes and ritual stone runes. Do you need any of these? So delete them, right? Good, 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 good. I'll put them in the blood magic box. Alright, are we stopping there? Because I think if we do any more, we're definitely out of time. I gotta put all this crap away. Put on me. Oh my god, I'm going into the... Or I would be. Where is it? What hut? The last time I saw it, it was underground. What? So it's not at the Waystone called fucking Blood Magic. I mean, it would have been nice to use that. I'm going to be honest. You may regret that. The amount of blood that you get from those mobs is crazy compared to how much you get for yourself. Get in. There's no in. Have you heard about using a door? Just FYI, like. Why are you giving them to me to do this? Well, it's a little thing called use the book. Look at blood altar. And click that. And then that's tier 2. We don't have enough for tier 3. So can you get me 4 sea lanterns or glowstone blocks? Yeah, or glowstone blocks. And what would that be? Probably like half a stack of stone bricks. Yeah, like like stone, in a square, Okay, can I do it? It's really hard because the transition of the stuff is like in the way on my screen. Right. Put those on top for me. On top of the pillars. There we go. You throw them back from the Have you got another rune on you? Missing a rune. Yeah. Oh my god, why did you just give me a shitload of stuff? No, it outfills. I mean, if you haven't already done so, the blood orb that we have, the weak blood orb, you should be able to make 2 levels higher than that now. Are we stopping there? No, we haven't. Maybe you can make it, I don't know. If it's a normal recipe, then yeah, I could probably make it right now, but it's unlikely it is. Horizon Isis God Shard and a Mana Pearl. Ingot of the Skies is what's different. Ingot of the Skies is done with a Nature's Aura thing called Offering Table. Spirit of the Calling. I have no idea about that. We haven't got into it yet. Alright. We good? We stop?
Flexual Elements said, "Thanks for watching everyone.
Yep.
We'll catch you in the Flex 1. Show us out, Mr. God."
Take care of everybody. We'll hopefully make some progress off cam, and we'll see you then. Right. Off done. Now I need to turn the light on. Hang on.